Here, the Trade Secretary Stephen Byers went to Rover's Longbridge plant in Birmingham today to step up pressure on the company's owners, BMW, to keep the factory open. BMW's new management is reviewing the future of Rover, which needs massive new investment to turn it round.
Tonight, the Glitterati celebrated the 40th birthday of Britain's most famous car, still being made at the threatened Longbridge factory in Birmingham. The Mini will live on in a new model, but will the factory that makes it? Today, the Industry Secretary walked the production line, telling workers he'll lobby for them, and the BMW board that shutting Longbridge would be a serious matter. The government says it's ready to discuss grants.
We will be making the strongest possible representations to BMW about the importance of Longbridge in particular and the Rover Group in general to the United Kingdom.
But at BMW headquarters, hard calculations will be made. British unions, through German unions with seats on the board, are telling BMW that closing Longbridge will cost as much as modernising it.
It would be cheaper in the long run to redevelop Longbridge, to put a small car in there and end up with a very modern, very productive, but leaner plants.
Leaner plants means more redundancies. When Volkswagen bought Skoda, it integrated the two companies, making models of the two makes in the same factory, cutting costs. This wasn't BMW's way with Rover, so that may change. But no one knows if any plan can stem the losses.
The new management is completely untested, and as I understand, they're working on a new strategy for Rover within a fortnight. But secondly, in my opinion, BMW becomes much more vulnerable to possible takeovers.
The real danger for Rover now is that all this doubt and uncertainty would hit sales, and that would make the people at the very top of BMW rethink all their calculations. Tonight's celebration of the Mini is overshadowed by the problems of the firm that makes it. Rover is safer than it seemed last week, but the road ahead isn't yet completely clear. Stephen Evans, BBC News.
And finally, they've been celebrating the 40th birthday of the Mini car tonight at the Design Museum in London. The car was the brilliant brainchild of Alec Isagonis, but as ITN Sue Saville reports, it continues to inspire other designers even today.
The cars that are turning Mr. Man in the street into Mr. Man behind the wheel.
The Mini was launched in 1959 as a revolutionary car designed for a family of 4 plus their luggage in a chassis just 10 foot long. It's become one of the longest lasting brands of the industry, 5.5 million sold so far, and now it's an icon of British design, being fated for its 40th birthday with an exhibition at the Design Museum. Cars designed by celebrities singer David Bowie, model Kate Moss and the fashion designer Paul Smith build on the image of cool.
Like any design classic, it's constantly updated, it's constantly being tweaked here and there to make it something special.
The Mini's popularity has endured economic change. In 1959, a new Mini cost £479. Just 20,000 were produced, testing the market. By 1962, Minis were at their peak, still costing under £500. To meet the public demand, 200,000 were produced. Now, a new Mini costs over £9,000, with 5,000 still rolling off the production line every year. Some of those who've become devotees of the Mini in the past 4 decades are so smitten they've joined one of the hundreds of Mini owners' clubs which exist across the UK and worldwide. Club members race in rallies, organise events and generally just enjoy their Minis.
They're great fun to drive. They can be as wild or as mild as you want them to be. They're a great shopping car for ladies, easy to park.
Capable of winning too, 3 times champion of the Monte Carlo Rally and denied a 4th victory for having the wrong headlights. The all-new Mini goes into production next year, a vital contract for the future of the brand name and for the Longbridge plant. Sue Saville, News at 10.
That's the news tonight.